Heading up to Pike County, going to Pike State Forest. It's a small forest, not too far from my house. Got a good couple, well, I say couple, it's got some good hiking trails. It's interesting to note that the forest is actually located within the Sugar Ridge Fish and Wildlife Area, which borders it on the south and the west side, and to the north and the east it is the Patoka River National Wildlife Area. On my way there, I'm going to be passing through some of the area. In fact, this is one of the areas. Kind of hard to see right now because I am driving. Anyway, hoping to go up here, hit a couple miles of trail. I did the a trail on the John James Audubon State Park in Henderson, Kentucky yesterday. I did that with the hiking club I belong to. We took our kids down there and went for a short, less than 2 mile hike. So there's a shot. That's kind of what the Patoka River looks like, the National Wildlife Refuge. A lot of bottom swampland. This area used to have a whole bunch of wetland areas, and farming and mining and town growth and everything else is taking that away. Anyway, I'm hoping to see some wildlife. If I don't, that's fine though too. And enjoy the trails. It's about 46 degrees outside right now with a good east wind. East wind's got a little bit of a chill to it going on, but we'll survive. I got a windbreaker with me, and we'll hit the trail, have a little lunch while we're out there, and enjoy the day. Here I am, Pike County State Forest. I'm sorry, it's technically Pike State Forest in Pike County, Indiana. The trees with the leaves on them, for the most part, are beech trees. Young beech trees. They haven't lost any leaves. I don't know if they even actually do. I know some of the oaks around here don't. Not in the winter either. They don't lose their leaves until the new ones start coming on. Today we're going to be heading down the river trail, which is right over there. That's the entrance and exit, both trailhead. It's a loop trail. And depending on time, we may go ahead and do the Hog Branch Trail. I did the Hog Branch the other day. Kind of got lost. I didn't have a map of the trails or anything around here, but I knew the general direction where my car was the whole time I was there. I knew if I kept going right, I was going to get back to it. So let's head out on the trail and see how things go. The reason it's called the river trail is this trail goes down into the river bottoms of the Patoka River. Now on my way in here I just said that on the north and east sides the Patoka River National Wildlife Refuge. To the south and west is Sugar Ridge Fish and Wildlife Area, one being nationally protected, the other one being state. So this area, and it's kind of hard to see with all the beech trees, little beech trees here, but this area is very hilly. And if I didn't know better, I think they're doing some trail maintenance on that leg over there. And it would make sense because I was over there the other day and there was a tree that was coming across the whole trail and you had to go off into the woods to get around it. It was a big tree too. So what makes me think that they're doing trail maintenance is they got the gate open, and I've seen some fresh tire marks on some of these, so they probably got their gator or something down through here working on this stuff. Coming up on the first two road crossings, one going to, one coming back. Just went through an area, I'm not sure if it's where they did a cut. It looks more like downfall from a windstorm or something. And that section right there was really quite hilly compared to what I thought it was going to be. Nothing major, but more than I thought. So now we're on the section that'll take us right down to the river. Probably got a couple more hills to go through, but we're all good. This is interesting. I get down here, what I think is the trail turns into a creek. Now I don't know if that is the trail or not. As this is state property, they don't mark their trails the same as anybody else, like the national parks or the national forest. So I had no clue if this creek now is the trail or what. The only thing I could go off of is the hoof prints that I'm seeing, so I'm presuming that this is the trail. We'll find out. Well, they've cut it, so that tells me it's probably, I'm probably right, but boy, this was a little bit of a stumble upon. Not something I was expecting. Well, I've made it to the Patoka River. I'll tell you how far it is from the trailhead down to here. It's not very far. like I said, it's got quite a few hills on the upper section. You get down in here, it's just pretty much all downhill. Patoka River is a very rich and ancient history in the sense of Indians, Native Americans. It's a very fast-flowing river. It starts up by Paoli and goes all the way down to the Wabash River by Mount Carmel. It's got a few low-head dams on it. They are, it's been dredged really a lot. It's been dredged a lot through Gibson County, Western Pike and Eastern Gibson County, all the way from Eastern or Western Pike County to the Wabash River. It's been dredged. They started dredging it in the late 1800s, early 1900s-ish. The river is moving pretty good. Normally, in about a month or so, you won't be able to walk down here. This will all be underwater. But we are not in our truly wet season yet. That water is probably really cold, and this bank is really soft, so I'm not going to get any closer. The only way I knew he was up there was I saw his shadow cast down in front of me on the trail. I don't know if that was a hawk. Sure looked like one. A lot of red-tailed hawks out right now. Peaceful, easy-going river. I gotta do some research and find out why it's got a green hue to it. I don't know if that's due to what's at the bottom of it or contamination from fields up the way, coal mines, or what. But every time I come down here, I see it as green. Now, people talk about tick heaven or ticks being real bad, and they are in southern Indiana, but when I come across something that looks like this, the first thing that comes to my mind is snakes. Now, it is February, so I don't have much to worry about there. Or I shouldn't have. They should still be in, not out in the open yet. But it is 50-something degrees, or close to 50 degrees, so I might come across one or two trying to warm up. I doubt it. The other thing that's always confused me is on the Department of Natural Resources, Indiana Department of Natural Resources website states that there's only a handful of poisonous snakes in this area. We got the the copperhead, the timber rattler, and only 2 locations where they have officially found water moccasins or cottonmouths. One of them being Hovey Lake, which is in southern Posey County, about not too far from where the Wabash River flows into the Ohio. And then the other one is Patoka Lake. With that being said, you go and talk to the Department of Interior and ask about water moccasins or cottonmouths here along the Patoka River National Wildlife Refuge, which is right over there. They say they aren't here. Now, Patoka Lake, which is has this particular river dammed up to make, has them in it. How do they know for sure that they do not have water moccasins in this area? Just food for thought. I'm coming up on a marshy area up here. And I can tell the trail's gotten a whole lot wetter. And I'm going to stop talking in just a couple minutes and let you listen. This is February 25th, and I hear the frogs, which is a wonderful thing. Hearing tree frogs means spring is almost upon us. So, I'm going to shut it off right now, and I'll turn it back on here in a couple minutes and let you listen to the frogs as I walk through that section of the trail. I am just now entering a pine grove here in Pike State Forest, and the smell is just phenomenal. few yards back behind me, I guess I startled a pack of coyotes, and they startled me. They were probably a couple hundred yards off the trail, but I could hear them. They were barking pretty good, especially when I got in that particular area. Needless to say, I hurried up and got out of there, because there was definitely more than one there. And generally they won't bother people, but I am by myself. So I'm just now exiting that little pine grove, and that wasn't as little of a pine grove as I thought. So I'm having a good time out here. I have gone, I will tell you thus far, 2.03 miles, 2.03 miles according to the GPS. So, and I don't know how much longer till I get to the car. No biggie, it's a beautiful day out, so shouldn't be that much further to the car. I just gotta go up these ridges and get on top of them, and then I'll be someplace close. So I completed the hike. I'm sitting here at the picnic table next to my car. The overall mileage, the map didn't say, but the GPS put it at about 2.38, so not quite 2.5 miles. I did that in about an hour and a half-ish. So I'm gonna have to call it a day, because I gotta try to get home and watch my boy before his mom takes off. So until next time, God bless, happy trails.